Welcome to my weekly cancer journey. If you're new here, I'm so glad that you stopped by. I share updates from my journey, a word of encouragement from scripture, and one of my favorite healthy recipes to remind us all that healing happens in body, mind, and spirit. This week, I have been blessed with traveling with Steve to the east coast of Florida, and I'm able to film my video with a breathtaking view. This week's scripture comes from Hebrews 13:2, which says, "Do not forget to show hospitality to strangers, for by doing so, some people have shown hospitality to angels without knowing it." Isn't that such a beautiful reminder? Angels aren't always winged beings in bright light. Sometimes they're the people God places in our path to remind us He's near. And sometimes He even allows us to be those angels for someone else. This week, while back in Florida for my week off of treatment, we visited one of my favorite places, the Cape Coral Farmers Market, which runs every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. There's something about the atmosphere, the fresh produce, the smiles, the local vendors. It fills me with life. The second booth we happened upon was a chaga mushroom stand, and that's where we met Mark and Jackie, two of the kindest, most genuine souls. They own 400 acres of forest up in the Adirondack Mountains in New York, where they harvest chaga mushrooms. Their knowledge about chaga was incredible, but what touched my heart even more was their devotion to the Lord. They humbly offered to pray for me right there, for healing, for strength, and for continued faith. In that moment, it felt like I was standing in the presence of angels. I've actually been taking chaga mushroom powder for a few months now, and since then, my hair has started to grow back, for a small but exciting sign of renewal. Chaga mushrooms are known for their powerful antioxidant and immune boosting property. They can help fight inflammation, support heart health, and even have anti-cancer effects. We picked up some chaga tincture, a concentrated liquid, and chaga soap. I'm so thankful for this new connection. It's another reminder that God places the right people in our paths at just the right time. Later that evening, we went to karaoke at our condo, and several neighbors came up to tell me that they see me as an angel in their lives, that my weekly videos have brought them encouragement through their own struggles. That really touched me. It reminded me that when we allow God to use us, even in our hardest moments, He can turn our pain into purpose and trials into testimony. You never know how He might use your words, your smile, or your story to bless someone else. Now for this week's recipe, it's a cozy, colorful fall favorite: sausage, apple, and pecan stuffed butternut squash. Here's what you will need: butternut squash, 1 tablespoon olive oil, sea salt and pepper, 1 pound turkey sausage, 1/2 onion diced, 3 garlic cloves minced, 2 cups baby spinach, 1 apple cored and diced, 1 tablespoon chopped fresh sage, 1/2 tablespoon chopped fresh rosemary, 1/3 cup dried cranberries, and 1/4 cup pecans, chopped. Slice your butternut squash in half lengthwise, scoop out the seeds, drizzle with olive oil, salt and pepper to taste. Place cut side down on a parchment-lined baking sheet and roast in a preheated oven at 400 degrees until tender, approximately 40 minutes. In a skillet, sauté onions until translucent, add the garlic, sauté for 2 additional minutes. Add turkey sausage and cook over medium heat until browned. Add sage and rosemary mixture, add the spinach, cook until wilted. Stir in the apples and cook for 2 to 3 minutes until the apple has softened slightly. Turn off the heat and stir in the cranberries and pecans. When the butternut squash halves are cooked through, remove them from the oven, Flip them over and remove some of the flesh to make room for the filling. Fill the butternut squash with the apple sausage filling, then turn the top broiler on in the oven and bake the filled butternut squash for 5 minutes, or until they are golden on top. It's the perfect balance of savory and sweet, and it fills your home with the smell of autumn comfort. I use the remaining stuffing mixture in omelets the following morning. Thank you for joining me this week and walking alongside me in this journey. Remember, angels are all around us, and sometimes God calls you to be that angel through someone who needs encouragement, prayer, or simply a smile. Until next time, stay hopeful, stay faithful, and keep nourishing your body and spirit. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You never know who might need this message today. God bless you, and I'll see you next week.